Hey guys, how's it going? So, another week, another mobile suit, and we actually have some extra stuff to talk about. Also, it's 4 a.m., so if I stutter or whatever, that's why. So here we go. Level 1, 650, ground and space for this big thing. Yeah. Pretty cool though, because, it has this chest eye field thing. Now, sadly, Alice is a complete letdown, and I'll say why here in a second. But let's watch the video because it's a cool suit. It's fun to play. I was expecting it to be kind of a better Dovenwolf, but in my opinion, I think the Dovenwolf might have some advantages over it. We'll kind of talk about all the weapons. I've got to play it because I got it. Hallelujah, we finally got it. And I got a lot of other stuff. I actually got a Dovenwolf as well. So my 10 spin for free and my half off 10 spin was amazing this week. I caught up on some bad luck. I also got the Zaku Marine. We'll be playing that sometime this coming future of stuff. Yep, there was the late night talking. But anyway, so its main weapon, it shoots 4 shots in a row, 20% per shot for the heat rate, so you can overheat it real quick because it'll, where it's got 20%, it only has 1.5 second cooldown. If you try to fire that twice really quick, that's it. You can charge it up though, but it takes 100% of your heat, and then kind of can't do anything after it. So I don't know. I haven't decided whether I like the main weapon or not, and I kind of almost think they should maybe buff it a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The main problem I have is with Alice so far. Overall, though, it's got really good normal general skill set. It only has Force Injector 1, which is a little awkward. It does have Damage Control level 1, which is really nice. But you don't have anything else really. Now the eye field, that's only its chest, but it is a 50% reduced damage from beams. Now I have yet to see or test what happens if you have 50% beam resist. Now if they stack additively, that's 100%, so you take 0 damage. If they stack multiplicatively, that's still a lot of mitigation, but you're not taking 0. So I definitely want to test that with somebody and actually get that confirmed, what that does. But that would be a cool thing to check out. Other than that, though, we have the Alice thing. Alice literally is a speed up that gives you more speed and better thrust, and that's it. It doesn't prevent anything like biosensor. It doesn't give you any increases for damage or anything. It literally is a speed up. And it sounds really cool. It sounds like all the gears are connecting and turning faster, and that's pretty much it. And from what I understand lore-wise, it's like an AI that can control the suit and do awesome things. So you kind of don't get anything auto done for you, which, you know, of course that might be a little much. So I didn't expect that, but I expected more than what existed. I expected at least a second dodge roll. But you don't even get a second dodge roll. So you just have the normal evasion dodge roll that you got. It's got good buffers and stuff like that. Now let's talk about the health. The health is a bit lower than what I expected. Only 18,000 base. And all of the stuff overheats and has a very long cooldown. So looking at 20 seconds for most stuff and up, I think. I could go ahead and look real quick. But overall, the heat rates are kind of off. Now, it's got good resistances, with 34 being the base for both ballistic and beam, 10 for melee, so it's another weak melee suit. Again, why I would also compare it to the Dovenwolf at this point. But it does have more defense than the Dovenwolf has, and it's a suit that I think is bigger than the Dovenwolf. Now, you got a great range modifier, and yes, looks like at 18 seconds for the overheat with the main weapon. For the cannons, it has a 20-second overheat, and those are just like normal cannons. You shoot 90%. So it looks like you want to shoot just about everything and swap. So the main weapon, you could either overheat it and then swap, or shoot its burst and then swap. You have your cannon on the back that has 90%. You just shoot that, swap. You have your thigh cannons, which in this case, I would only shoot twice. They do good damage, and they have an overheat of 15 seconds. Now, I haven't decided whether I want to overheat these or not, but I'm definitely going to be playing around in the practice to figure out my rotation. Then you have the head incom, which I believe is the one that actually shoots 3 different times, which has an overheat of 50% per shot. Then you have the reflector one, where it bounces and then you shoot a thing that bounces, the beam that bounces through it, which is cool and all, but I think I've hit maybe 5 out of the like 50 that I've shot, so that bounce really sucks. It's not fast enough. It has issues. But every now and then I'll hit something big. And again, I've been firing at everything at this cost that is huge, and I've missed. So the reflector incom ×2 feels bad, man. Head incom though feels pretty good. It's just like a 3-shot thing, and it does decent damage. 2-second cooldown. I think it overheats once you fire it, maybe. And with that heat rate, it might overheat, but it might just be 50 heat rate for all the shots, and you can do it again. Not sure on that one. So that's pretty much the weapons. Oh, and it has Vulcans that do okay damage, but they're nothing special. Tons of weapons though, lots of swapping going on. Definitely going to be something that you want to practice in the practice room to figure out what your rotation is going to be. And again, oh, by the way, it transforms and flies, which I think we saw that in the video. I keep forgetting it does that because it's so huge, and I'm not used to like the double Zeta or anything transforming and flying, but it does. And when it transforms, it has its main weapon transform version, so it's different. So this heat rate is 15% instead of the 20. It is a reduced damage though, but you can charge it up in only 1 second and do a full charge shot. Pretty easy, but really cool that you have different cooldowns for this. Then you have the back cannons ×4 when it's transformed, which do 1,000 damage. And I'm guessing because it's ×4, that can hit up to 4 times, so 4,000, I think. And that's a heat rate of 100%. But both of these have 500 and 450 range, respectively. So, overall, pretty cool suit. I want Alice to do something other than, well, pretty much nothing. Beam Saber's not bad either. Really interesting swings. You have like a poke forward that barely goes anywhere, but it almost has a Stamen downswing, which is kind of nice. You only have 1 melee though, but that's kind of expected. So, that is the EXS Gundam. Will the S be a raid? Kind of curious to see that. But anyway, let's move on in the patch notes here. Cool little normal suit. We got something scary. The Dra-c. Level 3, 600 cost. That's going to be pretty solid. At 600, you have the Hammurabi that would compete with it, and the, I guess, is the Night Seeker B in there as well. So yeah, but the Dra-c, so easy to use, so easy to get out that damage, and it's going to even do even more with that extra level. That's really scary. Gunner Gundam, they just need to buff it back to what it was. All I'm saying. Gunner Gundam feels okay, but you know, at that cost, might fall off a little bit. But that's that. We do have a step up. It's half off. Fantastic. We get another half off step up. Well done. That's how I got mine. And I also got some good stuff on the 10 spin. Oh, I also got a Zommel level 3. Gonna I feel like that's going to be requested in my future just because I hate it so much. But they've buffed it. It's got a ton of health. It'll be fun to play. So I'm game. Let's go. Now, PvE stuff. We got new rewards, and well, one of the rewards is super hype, and it was amazing. I had a game with it. We literally had nothing but the new reward, which is a new suit. It is the... I'll just say it right now. Whoops, I dropped the controller and hit a button. Whoa, 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 whoa. What in the world? I think I clicked the middle mouse button. My bad. Here we go. Dra-c Kai Heavy. It's got a Gatling gun. It can use the General's Gatling gun. Or it can use the anti-ship rifle, which is insane. Let's go. Big hype for supports on that one. 300 cost. It is amazing. Here's actually the rewards right here, by the way. New model frame level 1. High performance, that's the 5-speed control. Level 1. I think I might be on the... I'm on the Japanese one. Whoops. Oh well, that doesn't matter too much. 100,000 DP. 3 tokens, of course. The Dra-c Kai Heavy. Strength and frame level 4, which is pretty nice for newer players as well. So this is like the health one. And 3 tokens. So real quick, it also has double Sturmfaust, but has a 30-second reload time on that. And it has missiles on its booster fins, legs thing. Pretty cool. Overall, it is a really good support for that. Will it compete with the Assault? Maybe, actually. I like it so far. Now, the main thing with the Gatling, when it has 120 shots, the scary part is what's going to happen with 120 shots trying to stagger somebody. Well, the good news is its stagger ratio is actually pretty high. It's not like the anything like what we would see with the Zeku Ein's Gatling or the Dom Barrage Gatling. It's somewhere closer to like the half cannon or the Unit 5 Gatling, and might even be a little bit higher, but the rate of fire is definitely slower, so that's kind of where it probably balances out. But you have a very good rate of stagger, so you can definitely use the Gatling and reliably get some staggers off while helping your teammates. Now, the leg missiles really is only for some follow-up if somebody knocks somebody down. You could use the anti-ship rifle and do the leg missiles, and I'm just going to call them leg missiles. I know it's like booster fins, but whatever. Then you got the Sturmfaust, which does good damage, but again has a crazy long cooldown, ×2, which is nice. And the best thing, you get to downswing just like the Dra-c, so there's great follow-up. So you could Sturmfaust into a downswing, back up, leg missile them to death, and then just run away and then start Gatling. Hopefully, before they catch up, you can stagger them again, stuff like that. The anti-ship rifle might be the way to play this suit, which is insane that we got a support that can use that. Sadly, it's just in space, but one day on the ground, I believe. So yeah, that's really hype. Now, for these setups, I'm going to try to do a fresh account or a account that hasn't been playing too long, but I am going to try on a fresh account to see what happens. The problem is doing these two on a super fresh account might be a little hard. The good news, you have an entire, like what, 3 to 6 months probably before they change this. So yeah, that's the good part anyway. This one, really easy. The Faz shreds everything. Mostly generals. I think all generals in the first one. I'm pretty sure there might be a GM Light in this, but it's so weak. It died, I think, really quick. I literally think that was the first thing I've been killing, and I didn't know it was the GM Light. It could have been the trainer, though. Either way, super easy for this. Take a support in there. They're all generals. Wipe the floor with them. Have fun. But you might need something a little more higher cost to do this solo. So this could be a hard one to do on a fresher account. Now, the scariest one this time actually is the boss. The Mark II Psycho Gundam is crazy fast. It will chase you down. if you get too close, it will do this crouch melee punch beam saber thing that one-shots you, and pretty much all of its melees, from what I can tell, kill you 100 to 0, even through iframes. So iframes do not exist. You just get one shot if this thing can melee you. Be careful. It also has a counter, so also be careful for trying to use the GAN. Now, probably, most likely, the GAN is going to be the fastest way to kill this thing, because you're just going to get lucky and everything's going to work perfectly and you win. That's normally how a lot of the speedrun stuff works like this, so you're going to be gambling till you get that perfect run if you're trying to go for the fastest time. The best way I found was the Faz. The Faz is insane for all three of these, and it's safe because you're shooting from far away, and most things aren't going to be just straight up downswinging you immediately, so you have time to react if something gets on you. Overall, though, I'll see what I can do on these last two solo, but I'm pretty sure just using the Faz on that one on a fresh account is going to be really easy. So, if these are that hard for a fresher account, then make friends. But anyway, moving on. We have the report system. So the way it works, literally at the end of the game, there's a new option here that says report. You go to that if they've been doing something, and right now there's two categories. You pick, they were AFK essentially, and if they AFK'd and just weren't participating in the fight, or if they were like flying around as a pilot doing nothing at your base, that kind of deal, you report them for that. If they were spamming rude stuff like we did it kind of thing, and trolling with the chat, then you do that. Now, the thing that kind of scares me about this is, for instance, I say intensify the barrage at the end of every game. So, I don't know how that's interpreted. But, when anything like this, reduce or incite fighting of allies. So, if you're trying to make conflict, if that is interpreted the wrong way, because that's my GG. Intensify the barrage is my GG. So, wow, my dog just, I don't know what happened outside, that was loud, I'm gonna have to check that. But anyway, intensify the barrage is my GG. And depending on how they interpret stuff like that, we could see a few random bans. Now, I don't know how you go about, contesting that, or even saying like, what did I get banned for, or questioning why they did it. But I spam support me a lot because I'm a support and there's a raid on me and I'm trying to get them to turn around because I'm trying to lead the raid through my team, and getting them to look at me is kind of what I'm doing for. So support me, then I go take the melees and see what happens. And I think that kind of communication is needed, especially for supports. Every now and then, maybe a general or a raid might need to say something like that, but I think the support pretty much has the biggest right to spam a lot of that stuff, because if they get touched by the raid, they're just dead. Sometimes that happens with the raid, but normally it's a dog pile of all the generals, and sometimes you can 1v1 or get away for the better general, or for the better raids. Anyway, moving on, we have the Gundam Factory thing. If you want to go look at it, it's kind of cool. It actually looks pretty low res, which is kind of funny. So there's that. Big news in the ticket shop. We have the Alex level 3 and the Kampfer level 3. Pretty hype. Also, Hizack Custom. Great suit. Probably not that high of a cost since it's a 2-star. But Hizack Custom, both levels in the ticket shop. I'm loving what they're doing with putting all this stuff in the ticket shop right now. It is great. Keep it up. Then we have some new stuff in the ticket shop, which is kind of cool. Then we have the resource satellite camo, which is kind of funny. And we have these symbols. I am going to have to go check them. I just heard growling outside. That's not good. A Freak Knocked and Psycho Gundam, or Psycho Gundam. Saikamu Haimo Zaku in the DP store. Pretty cool with that. They also had one more suit. I'm actually going to go check that, because what was it? It's the oh, I think he's playing outside. That actually sounds Yeah, they're running around doing stuff. Like there's actually not a fight going on. Good. But anyway, where is... Oh, whoops. Here we go. Oh, the Gelgu ground type level 2. Cool. Oh, whoops. And now, lastly, there's a couple of extra things to mention. And right here, the Cubile Mark II and the Cubile, the funnels. If you had your funnels going, they would keep going even after you're dead. Now they don't. So if the suit is neutralized, the Psychomu weapons just also disappear as well. So no from the grave kills with the Cubiles anymore. Kind of a bummer, but at the same time, kind of OP when that was a thing. Zeku Eins, the smart gun, which was kind of interesting to read this, could go through buildings every now and then with its pin. Yeah, that was a thing. Other than that, I think that's about it. Those were the two any kind of actual big changes or changes. This one was more funny, but this is actually a big deal. I got a lot of kills with the Cubile when I was about to die. I'd be on low health and I just whoop, boom, and let it go, and I'd get the damage off because it was OP. So now that's a lot of extra damage that probably a lot of people were taking advantage of that just doesn't exist. And I believe that's it. Oh, pilot application. Okay, never mind. I thought this was saying something else. But yeah. This week we have clan ranked 650. And it'll be morning 4 a.m. Pacific, which, you know, that's a thing. Wait, did I click on the wrong thing? I did click on the wrong thing. So let's try this again. Wait, did I? Okay, hang on. Ah, here we go. So, 650, 6v6 resource satellite. We're in space. Ooh, this will be interesting. And target shuffle. Well, a little early. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, guys. A little bit long on this one. Kind of was a little all over the place, so probably won't have timestamps. So I do apologize if you made it this far for that. But anyway, guys, usual links in the description below. Let me know what you think about everything. We need some kind of buff to Alice, because that is very weak sauce. That's my main takeaway from this. Let's go Dra-c, heavy, and stuff. But yeah, let me know in the description. I think I already said it, but saying it again. What do you think about all the stuff? Usual links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, that kind of stuff. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace!